Hi everyone, Sheldon here from LinguaLift's, and in this video I just wanted to share my story on how I became involved in the language learning industry and sort of give you an idea of what LinguaLift is all about. I started my language learning journey many years ago by moving to a new country to teach the only language I knew, English. It was 2003. And I was a novice English teacher who had just moved to South Korea. I was, of course, a little nervous at the time, but also super excited to begin this new adventure. I had always wanted to travel the world, learn new cultures, and meet interesting people. But the thing I was most excited about was having the opportunity to teach people something that could add value to their lives. It was in Korea that I found my true calling. It brought me such joy to see people get excited about learning a new phrase or gaining the confidence to try a new sentence in English. When I went to Korea, I knew I would be helping people, but I truly had no idea how much learning a new language could affect a person's lives. It's not just about learning some new vocabulary. It's about connecting with people from a different culture. It's about making friends, learning the history and culture of a country. Enhancing your career opportunities, or even improving your travel experiences. When you learn a new language, your whole world changes. You become more accepting of other people's ideas and beliefs. Travel becomes an adventure, not just a trip. When you learn a new language, suddenly doors open in your career, giving you opportunities you never thought possible. Your pride and self-confidence grow to a level where you feel you can do anything. And I realized I was offering all of these opportunities through my teaching. And it felt amazing. But I still wasn't satisfied. I knew there were more effective ways for my students to learn, and I was determined to find them. That's when I was lucky enough to meet a new student who was also obsessed with finding the best ways to learn languages. Every class, he would mention a new technique that he found, or a new website with better grammar explanations, or a new textbook with practice exams, and the rest of the students in class would quickly write down the name of this new resource. Unfortunately, my students began spending most of their time checking out the latest language resource instead of actually studying. And that's when it hit me. What my students needed more than anything was a complete study plan, a roadmap to follow. So the very next day, I began to interview all of my students, asking them to share the methods and resources they used and what they found effective and ineffective. After I did that, I started to compile a list of the best tools, methods, and resources to use. Then I started to create a document that could serve as a guide or a roadmap for anyone wanting to learn a new language. But I didn't stop there. I then took this document and turned it into an ebook. After that, I began to collect my students' email addresses to send out the roadmap. I was so excited. But there was still a problem. Even though my students had the new roadmap to fluency, most students didn't follow the plan. I think for most students, it was still just too much work to collect all the resources and tools needed. I'm ashamed to say I ended up getting so frustrated that I just decided to give up. I had nothing to do with the language learning world or the roadmap for 8 long years. This continued until one day I discovered LinguaLift. And I realized what had been missing from my language program all along. Yes, you need a roadmap, resources, and knowledge of how to learn a language. But you also need a platform that can effectively use these tools and resources and blend them into a complete language learning system. That's what LinguaLift does. I can now truly say our language learning system provides the most effective and efficient path to fluency. We have made such a positive impact on so many people's lives in such a short time. It drives us to achieve more every day and to reach as many people as possible with this wonderful language learning system. That's why we're in the process of developing as many languages as we can over the next couple of years. That's why we provide access to all languages for one low price. And that's why we have tutors available to guide you through the curriculum and keep you motivated. Our job is to make you succeed. And in the end, all of this means I'm now able to positively affect more people's lives than I ever thought possible. I wish you all good luck on your language journey. See you soon.